welcome to the Doing It with Purpose podcast, where I am your host, Cornelius T. Summers, aka Lil Cuddy. To my left, I had a co-host, Greg Peterson, aka The Deep.
Deep.
Yeah, we just wanted to stop by today for a quick check-in, and we want to start off by touching on last episode. Man, what an episode with Big Mac, man.
Awesome.
Hey,
man.
what was your take on that, man?
Man, Big Mac was awesome, man. I think the first episode, man, was straight fire, man. But this next episode, man, I'm just telling y'all, man, getting y'all a little gem. Like, subscribe, go and watch it, man. They change your life, man.
Oh yeah, definitely comment. And so before we say anything else, man, we do have a website.
Yes, sir.
www.doingitwithpurpose.com. We'll throw that up there in this little clip here. But go to the website. Once you get to the website, go to About Us. Go down and click on What's on Your Mind. You can email us directly, give us show ideas, comment on something, or you can go to the YouTube channel. Comment, like, subscribe. Tell us what your thoughts are. We love your feedback. Yeah. We take your feedback to heart. But man, Mac's episode, man, like I said, Mac been a mentor to me since I joined the military. Been like a big brother, man, and Mac this country, man. Downright country, man.
They down there in the woods. Now, I thought we was in the woods, but they down there in the woods.
I listened to something Mac said, man, and it was something he said. It was along the lines of no more or something like that. But it was one of them words that just rolled into another one. And, man, it was straight, man. But nonetheless, big shout out to Mac. Thanks for sharing this story, man.
This McCall, man, the whole family.
Man, the MVP. Like you said, another MVP, man.
For sure.
The way the family comes together to support him.
Yeah.
I hope I had that level of support in anything that I do.
Right? That's a for sure team right there, man.
I hate that he's a Cowboys fan because they could use that type of teamwork down there in Dallas. But overall, man, I love the fact that the way they work together. And in every episode we're going to try to at some point, definitely the check-ins. Hey, what's any word on Tony, man?
I haven't heard anything different, man. Everything is about the same, man. We still looking for him, man. They still hoping, everything is gonna turn out right. God willing, we just need your prayers. Just keep praying, man. That Tony comes home and he's safe, healthy, and everything will be fine.
Well, one thing I know that we can do. We may not can find him at this moment, but we continue to pray, man. We continue to pray for the family, for him, wherever he's at, man. I just hope it's no harm, no foul play, nothing just senseless. We got enough senseless stuff going on, man. So, the Etheridge family, you're in our prayers, man. Little Tony, come home.
Yes, sir.
So.
With that being said, man, we're gonna just kick it off and start talking about these. The NFC and AFC championship game, man.
You sure you want to talk about that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm not the Giants wasn't playing in it, so
I can respect that.
Yeah,
I can respect that.
I
I don't have a
talk
team.
about it.
I don't have a dog in the fight. But I've been saying for the longest, if you let Patrick Mahomes smell the Super Bowl,
Patty Mahomes, man,
he's gonna find a way to get in it.
So with that being said, man, well, I guess I ask you that later about who you picking in this thing, man.
Okay,
you got some 49ers fans around here, man.
They feel like they unbeatable.
Yeah.
They was on thin ice yesterday.
Yeah,
they were on thin ice yesterday. But let's go back to this Ravens Chiefs game.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, MVP type of a player. I wanted to see him win one, not just because he's an African American quarterback.
Yeah.
I wanted to see him win one because the man has been the underdog. You know what I'm saying?
All his life, really.
He's been one of those quarterbacks where they felt like he could only do things with his legs, and the man is throwing. He's a right-handed Michael Vick, throwing it with velocity, throwing it with distance. The man is a dynamic quarterback. However, he just cannot seem to get over the hump.
Yeah, he can't play big in the big game, man.
Exactly.
That's what's going to get him where he need to be at. You got to show up for the big dance.
Exactly. And so he should, and he has earned every right to catch the same amount of flack that Dak Prescott is catching in terms of. Granted, he's not one and done.
Not that much flack.
He's not one and done. He makes it to the very tip of the iceberg, but he just can't get to the tip of the iceberg. Okay. And I don't know what they can do. They brought in receivers. You got Odell Beckham. You got Flowers. He's got a receiving core, Aguilar. Yeah. He's got people around him.
Yeah.
I wish I would have been able to see the defense stop. Yeah. So
but that's key what you just said, man. Because in all actuality. Lamar played a good game, man. He didn't play a bad game, but he didn't play a great game either. He had that last interception, man, at the end. He probably shouldn't have thrown that one, but then he also had a fumble. But he had over 270-something yards passing. Hey, I really think the man should have broke out running more.
Several times.
Yeah.
Several times.
And what he did or
Several
whatever,
times.
to put some pressure on Kansas City's defense, man. But the thing is, the man put up, 17 points?
Yeah.
With 17 points and Baltimore's defense, 17 should have got Lamar a win, man.
Yeah.
But
here's my
thing. He was playing against Patty Mahomes.
So let's bring that on to perspective.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce. That's a dynamic duo.
Yeah.
It's been that way since they paired a few years ago, right?
Yeah.
These receivers caught flack at the beginning of the season. They haven't been able to catch COVID in a room full of 6 people.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they catching passes laying on their back.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce catching a pretty much potentially a grounding call, but he jumps out there and catches these passes, which that's typical of him. It's just not typical of the other receivers. So Rice and all these other receivers who stepped up, man, kudos to them.
Yeah, but that's key. That's key, man.
Kudos
Because
to 'em.
with me, if I'm Baltimore defensive coordinator, man, one of these other cats that ain't did nothing all year, y'all gonna beat me. Y'all not gonna let Travis Kelce go for 11 catches, man.
Yeah, and
He's not
you
gonna
can't do
catch
that.
11 balls, man. I'm doubling him, tripling him, whatever I need to do. Let one of these other cats catch the ball.
They
'Cause
were playing like they were in practice, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too simple.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And them
So-
cats, like you said, they couldn't catch a pneumonia in Alaska right now, whatever.
But now they
almost
catching everything.
Yeah, they catching everything.
Everything.
They out
But
there like
You catching
Not-
it when it matters the most.
not literally like Jerry Rice and Randy Moss or whatever, but they wasn't dropping that.
Hey, it's like Randy Moss and
Yeah.
Jerry Rice. They going
Yeah.
to the same dance
Exactly,
they went to.
yeah.
So hey, it's like
But
that.
Randy didn't. Well, Randy went with
New
he went
England.
with, he went with New England. Yeah,
yeah. So he didn't go with Minnesota.
Yeah.
Nah, we went
Oh yeah. So now to the NFC.
to the NFC. So we got to be careful. We near and dear to some 49er
Oh
fans.
my goodness, yeah. Shout out
So-
to the Williams family, man, because
I
they
had
was
to-
out of control last
So
night.
I
man.
go to the VA this morning, get back from my appointment, and I had to make up for Saturday because, this past Saturday, I was out of town celebrating my 19-year
Happy
wedding
anniversary,
anniversary.
man.
Thank you.
Happy
you.
anniversary to
I don't
the
know how
Summers
she-
family,
I don't know
man.
how she put up with me for
I don't
19
either,
years.
man. I swear I don't.
But, hey, I'm thankful for it. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, the client that I had meet me at the shop, he in a 49er jersey.
Man.
So before I could even put the key in the door, he was like, "Oh yeah, I got it on. Like, okay, man, you got it right now.
Went to Best Buy today,
There's
man.
nothing I can say.
Yeah, went to Best Buy
There's
today,
nothing I
man.
can say.
Dude coming there with the hat, the shirt, everything. Homeboy, you just bought that today? No, I've been had this, man. And Joker done called me all night, man, last night.
Shout out to Tyrone Williams. Fly.
Yeah, Fly. Saying, hey, Fly says blood in the water, man. Fly says blood in the water, man.
Hey,
For sure. It's
so
blood in the water.
what's crazy is I have been saying it at the shop all week. If Brock Purdy has all his weapons, because I wasn't expecting Debo to play.
Yeah, yeah.
If Brock Purdy has all his weapons, hey, they in trouble.
So let me ask you a question with you saying that. So did San Francisco win or did Detroit blow?
Detroit blowed.
Detroit blowed, okay.
They got away from the running game.
Yeah, you're right.
Montgomery came out running the ball like he was trying to
Yeah,
compete for a Heisman.
yeah.
What's the other running back name?
I really
26,
don't know,
whatever.
man. Yeah.
Hey, listen, that dynamic duo that they have, and I keep bringing this up, man, they would have had Swift from the Eagles as well.
Yeah.
They got all three of those backs. So
Exactly.
running the ball was not an issue for them. It opens up the pass game, but I think that Spurs right before the half, coming out of the second half, 49ers put some pressure on them that made them change. And Dan Campbell's a great coach.
Oh yeah,
He's a player's coach.
Oh yeah.
But I think when you're not familiar with playing, you got to think the 49ers done been in that game the last 5 out of the 6 years or 4 out of 6 years.
Yeah.
So
they actually played.
experience came in.
Yeah, they actually played Kansas City. They lost to Kansas City in the Super Bowl.
Oh, so this is a rematch.
4 years ago or so. Something
So
like that.
it's experience comes in, man.
Oh, yeah. No
and,
doubt.
And I mean,
No
you
doubt.
think Brock Purdy? I know he was labeled a game manager.
Yeah.
But the man did some things yesterday
he
that would
definitely-
make him
It definitely.
suitable to sit down and let's work out your
He
contract
looked
moving
like
forward.
MVP Lamar Jackson during the season, man. Because
Exactly.
he was running, he was throwing, he was doing it all.
He did what quarterbacks do, but
sure.
at the same time, so did Patrick Mahomes. So
Yeah,
when you got
yeah.
those guys with that experience is huge.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and Jared Goff, I thought they had thrown him away when the Rams got rid of him. But if I'm the Lions, I'm not getting rid of him. I'm
Nah,
keeping
man,
Jared Goff.
they got a good team right there. They went up against a great team on the road, man. They played good. They just they pretty much excuse me, they pretty much ran out of gas, man.
Yeah.
And you know, they changed some things, like you said, stop running the ball, man. Whatever. They went for it on some crucial downs when they could have took some points, but hey, that's what Dan Campbell been doing all year, man.
And
So
it's
you
worked
can't-
out for him. And,
yeah, you
and
can't
don't get
fault
me
him for
wrong,
that.
man. People want to see a good game.
Oh, yeah.
And I know they want to go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
The decisions he made to go for it wasn't because he didn't want to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He just had faith in his team,
yeah,
and I
for
can't
sure.
blame a
He
coach
felt
for
like he-
having faith
nah,
in his
man.
team.
I
That
was
same
with him, man.
faith-
I was glad.
The same
glad
faith he
went for it.
displayed
Yeah.
is what got them where they are.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
if he get those first downs, then hey, it's a whole different story. It's a whole
yeah.
different story, yeah.
So
hey, man.
speaking of games,
Yeah.
you caught my Carolina girls. You caught my Carolina
Time
girls.
out. I need a 20-second timeout right here.
You-
Your Carolina girls? So you all in Gamecocks?
I'm like Amber Jean with that band on her 60th birthday
yeah,
party.
yeah. I caught Carolina LSU, and hey, my aunt, me and my aunt was texting about the girls. Hey, she stayed in Washington D.C. and she a Carolina fan too, man. She out there. I'm actually a Carolina fan with the girls too,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
I like good basketball.
My daughter's a Gamecock.
Yeah,
My cousin was a Gamecock. I don't have a football team.
yeah.
What college basketball men's, I'm a North Carolina Tar Heel, hands down.
Okay.
Shout out to Hubert Davis.
Yeah,
We're number 3 right now. So let's stay that way. But for these Carolina girls,
yeah.
hey, man, they're doing phenomenal things.
Yeah.
Dawn Staley, don't be surprised if one of these major brands don't hire her to brand them.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
man. She's definitely.
She played in LSU. They did so let's go back. Let's take it to perspective. They came out, LSU was giving it to them.
oh yeah.
They were down by
And
11, 13
Yeah,
points.
I thought for sure just because they was in LSU would win. Because hey, I tell all the Carolina fans, football and basketball, man, whatever. Hey, if you get them over there in that chicken coop, man, it's gonna be hard to beat them.
Yeah.
for sure. You're not gonna beat them over there, and definitely that's for the football team. But hey, the girls, man, the women, hey, if you get Carolina girls over there, man, hey, it's gonna be hard to come out of there with a win, man.
Resiliency.
Yeah,
They bounced
exactly.
back. And so
Exactly.
you're down 13, and I'm like, man, what's going on?
Yeah,
Cardosa, Angel Reese, they went back and forth.
yeah, they was battling, man. They was
The
battling.
physicality that the referees allowed,
Yeah.
I think you and I
Had some
talked
block.
about it briefly.
Yeah.
That's basketball.
Yeah, I loved it, man.
That's
I loved it.
basketball.
Let them play, man. Let them
and
play,
I
especially
mean-
in a big game like this, man.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody like Angel Reese, she shouldn't really foul out, but that last foul, man, Angel Reese, come on, man, you can't give us that foul, man.
That last
You gotta
foul on
hold that one.
Johnson.
Yeah,
But I know she was just trying to stop ball. They talk
Yeah.
stop ball.
Yeah.
I think the fourth foul that she picked up when her and Cardosa are boxing each other out on her way to the ground, she grabs Cardosa.
she grabbed a jersey, but man, you got to let them play through that, man. You got to let
Yeah.
them play through that.
And I think that was a major, I won't say a deciding factor, but it was a contributing factor to the fact that, okay, that's Angel Reese for a foul. She either got to play a different way or she's got to come out the game. And I think she did both. And then that last foul just, but shout out to the Carolina girls. I'm all for it. I thought it was a good game.
Yeah.
Shout out to, I
They'll see
guess,
each other again. This ain't
you know,
gonna be the end of it.
I'll tell you who surprised me, right? The Williams girl.
Oh yeah,
I did
she was
not
scared to shoot
know-
last year, man, and she banged that thing.
I did not know she was shooting like that. But at
Yeah.
the same time, Raven Johnson, Pow,
Yeah.
oh man, Bree Hall.
Oh yeah.
Carolina is not the team this year that you can sit there and wave off like Caitlin
Oh yeah,
Clark did last
and
year.
hey, the
Do
thing
that
is,
this year.
Yeah, the beginning of the season, man, we was thinking they was gonna be down because they brought a lot of people in.
Yeah.
They lost the best player in college basketball last year.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, pretty much they the best player in college basketball.
All
I was
around
thinking
player.
about Caitlin, but yeah, pretty much they lost her. So you thinking they gonna have a down year, but man, Dawn, she doing her thing over there, man.
Rebuilding. Shout out to Don Staley.
Nah, that ain't rebuilding when you still number one like this, here, man. You just say you doing what you do.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
So Chick-fil-A, I consider to be probably one of the number one fast food restaurants that serves chicken.
Yeah.
Hey, they tear buildings down and they rebuild and they stay number one.
Yeah, you
They
right.
stay number
You
one.
right.
So
right.
shout out to Chick-fil-A and Don Staley
Yeah.
because
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
the last game CJ and I went to, because they stopped somebody from hitting free throws, hey, we got an 8-piece chicken nugget. So hey, we'll take that.
So that's why you go at Chick-fil-A, huh?
Chick-fil-A. But by the way, for my birthday gift from my son. I don't know how he did it. Hey, shock to him. But he's taking me to see USC girls play against UConn, man, at home,
Oh, that's
February
gonna be a
11th,
game
Super
right
Bowl
there,
day.
man.
Oh, we'll be in the building.
Paige back this year now.
We going from church to the chicken coop.
Okay then. Okay,
Like
then.
Smokey.
Yeah.
We go from church to the chicken
Yeah.
coop.
Oh,
we
yeah.
will be in the building.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
shout out, if I can, we're going to promote Doing It with Purpose podcast because we're going there with a purpose. We're going there to see a win.
Okay.
But
yeah.
you know, but so
If anybody can knock them off, well, UConn, they lost Fudge, man. They done lost some key players.
she
whatever.
went down again this year.
Yeah, she went down again this year. But Paige, man, Paige gonna put a game on.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
We'll see. We'll see. I
Oh,
don't anticipate it being a hard win for Carolina, but anything's possible because it goes back to coaching, which the coach
Oh yeah, they got
Mulvaney down there at LSU, man. The best dressed boutique dresser in the game,
For
know. But shout out to Don because I went on WBB today.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna get me a WBB basketball sweatshirt versus everybody.
Yeah.
They sold out. So shout out to y'all. Go to the website, buy those shirts. But Coach Staley already got a boo shirt. Hey,
Not a Boo shirt.
hey,
Not LSU.
man, listen. The commentators and all them people, they tried to ask Coach Staley, what about the crowd? She said, I don't take it personally. They was calling me boo.
Yeah.
Less than a week later, we got boo sweatshirts for sale, and they $75. I'm trying to get one though.
Yeah, Don like that though, man. Don like that.
That's why we need her to promote the podcast.
Yeah. Oh,
we
yeah,
get her
for
to put
sure.
on one of these podcast sweatshirts. We're gonna get her, and she wear that at the game. Coach Staley.
Oh yeah.
We got her Doing It with Purpose podcast.
For real, we got one for you.
Shirt, coming.
Shirt, hat.
Black with the white writing.
Oh yeah.
Get it a hat. I know she'll rock it. I know
Yeah,
she'll rock it.
exactly. Get it a hat.
Yeah.
We got
No,
the hats in.
We got one coming for her.
Yeah.
Got one coming for her. But so looking on Twitter, try not to get on there too much, but we have a whole show that we trying to promote now. But I saw commentators, or not commentators, people poking at the bear, right?
Yeah, fans.
They wanted to give Angel Reese a hard time because she had on lashes, which had nothing to do about the physicality comment that was initially made. And I'm thinking to myself, similar to what I saw another fan post, it was like, listen, these are women. They don't have to look like men while they playing basketball. Just because women play a sport, they don't necessarily have to put on the persona of being hard and rough looking and all that kind of stuff. And I think all the teams do it. But
Yeah, most of
what's
the
your
team,
take on
most
it,
of the teams now, man, it's a new age. It's a different age of basketball. And the thing with that is, Angel, what's her nickname? She the Barbie.
Yeah.
So how the Barbie look?
And you
know
got
what
to
I'm saying?
think
The
with all
Barbie
these
is dressed
NIL
up.
deals and sports itself is about money.
Yeah,
It's about
exactly.
entertainment. So she might have a deal.
Exactly. She
in an
probably got
NIL
an
deal, but she
endorsement
got to
deal
wear
with
it.
She
gotta
might have an
wear it.
endorsement deal with lashes or something, man, or whatever.
And so, I could see nails. You don't want the nails too long because that could be
exactly. I don't think you can have the nails,
infection control type issue or something like that, hazardous. But for the most part, I don't have an issue with the eyelashes and stuff. I mean, if they can see, if you
exactly.
can see past them, cool.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
I mean, even with Aaliyah Boston, I think it was other players who had it, but I noticed it most about her. She's gonna have long hair and it's gonna have color.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, hey, that has been her branding. That has been her style.
Exactly.
And it's worked for her. Now I see other high school kids. I go to AAU games with my son, and I see these young ladies have that long hair with the braids and the colors, and so that's just what they do. And and so, but I fans and spectators are always going to have something to say. But ladies playing any type of sport, definitely you all in college basketball, keep doing your thing, keep representing who you are.
Definitely a college basketball fan.
Oh yeah, just
Women's.
like Don, and I think the coach from might be Ole Miss. I saw a clip from her. She was like, "Look, she's going to speak on it. Like, women's sports is here."
Oh yeah, exactly.
I'll be honest with you. It's more entertaining sometimes to watch women's college basketball than it is a game of NBA.
Yes, and see, Don was talking about, they interviewed her before. It was either before or after the game, the LSU game, and she was talking about the commentator asked her about, the interviewer asked her about all the cameras and all the people and how big this is. And Don was like, "Hey man, this been going on for years, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying?
We missed out.
Y'all just late, yeah.
I
Y'all
saw
just
that.
late.
We missed
All these
out.
cameras and
Yeah.
stuff, man. Whatever. So we need that. Definitely need that or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a call while we on.
Nah, you don't need to call.
No, but yeah. So moving on, but so here's the thing. Just what you said in sports, that leads me to something else that's near and dear to my heart that I've been reading articles up on, and that's this the whole hair issue. So we talked about Aaliyah Boston's hair and some of the other things, and it's near and dear to me because my son had a crucial moment this year where he got accepted to a school I wanted him to attend. But the requirement to attend this school, because it wasn't a public school, it's a charter school, the requirement was for him to have to cut his hair. And my son has locks. And I got all type of feedback. Hey, cut, if it was me, I would have cut his hair. And I was like, I gave him the opportunity as a young man, as my son, to earn the right to wear your hair that way. You make good grades, you do what you're supposed to do, and this is what's required of you. Then we give you some liberties and some freedoms you can earn. So we chose not to cut his hair, and so he missed out on what seemed to be a good opportunity. I can't say that it was or it wasn't because we didn't go through with it. We'll never know.
Yeah.
But then I look in the news today, and one of the first things I saw was a young man out in Texas.
A young man or a young lady?
The first one was a young man.
Okay.
He has locks depicted on the picture that I saw, and we'll try to post a picture of it as well. But he has locks, but the superintendent suspended him from school because his hair would fall below his eyebrows.
Yeah.
And so the family is now in litigation. They're in the process of suing and filing a lawsuit because of the Crown Act. And this Crown Act has been imposed throughout the United States, and several states have different, statutes or whatever pertaining to it. But it basically tells you what you can and cannot do based on discriminating against someone according to their hair. And so I saw that and I was like, man, I feel sorry for that young man. Not 24 hours later, you talk about something, your phone hears you, it pop up in your feed.
Yeah, they listen, phone listening for sure.
I see another young lady who plays basketball. I think she's in varsity, high school level.
Yes.
And she has beads in her hair. So the referees, they don't allow her to enter the game to start the game.
Yes.
And so assistant coaches, staff members are looking up the statute and the guidance to be able to show them that, like, look, this young lady, y'all are stopping her from doing what she does and stopping her from being a part of something based on her having beads in her hair. And I understand that you and I talked about the safety aspect of it.
Oh, yeah.
But then they come to find out that it says that you can have beads.
Yeah.
So now she comes in the game. The team is down. The coach in his post-game interviews, he specifically said, my team didn't play like we normally play. My leading player, who you wouldn't allow to come into the game initially, she didn't play like she was supposed to play because, one, she's embarrassed by the whole situation. Now I'm trying to come in. I'm trying to build my confidence back up. And so I think about that along with the guy who was the wrestler who had to cut his hair and cut his locks before he was able to wrestle. Like, from a Deacon standpoint, tell me what's your perspective on
you done changed it, man, because now you're saying from a Deacon standpoint.
Okay, well, tell me what Greg Peterson would say.
And I can go back to the Deacon standpoint or whatever, but first of all, from a Deacon standpoint, and man, you discuss it, and we kind of agreed to disagree or whatever. And me personally, like with the young lady, I'm like, hey man, if this is a crucial game and we need you to play, hey man, they bees. Hey, take the bees out, we're gonna play, and then we'll handle all that other stuff later, man. Whatever, you know what I'm saying. But the thing is doing what's right, doing people right, you know what I'm saying. Just like they want you to follow the laws, they got to follow the laws too. So if they misrepresented the law, then pretty much they got to have some kind of consequences, man. Something got to be done to them because they did something to this young lady, man, that it wasn't right. Yeah. Whatever, man. So I feel like just me personally, the same thing, go back to with your son, man, whatever. We was thinking, and the reason why the whole son thing came up, we was thinking, this was gonna be a better opportunity. Yeah. So with a better opportunity being in place, man, whatever, my first thought was, man, it's hair, man. It's gonna grow back. It ain't gonna be like well, not your hair, but my hair. It ain't gonna grow back or whatever, but it'll grow back. But he wanted to keep his hair. He kept his hair. Life goes on, man. Another opportunity, like we talked about in the first podcast, man, and in the last podcast. God do things for a reason, man. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. Whatever he's doing, man. You just have to ride it out and see what's going on.
You got to live with the choices that you make.
You got to live with the choices you make or whatever, man. And with the young man, pretty much with them, making the rules. It's their rules. It's their school. You pretty much got to do what they say do, man, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if they have done something wrong or whatever, and I gave you the example, and you didn't just necessarily agree with the example that I gave or whatever, but I tell my son all the time, like, with the little police situation, the police pull you over, you got to do whatever you say do, man. You might be embarrassed, it might not be right or whatever, but I want you to come home. So, you do what they say do. When I get there, we're going to straighten it out. And, we need to take it, to the judge or take it to the Supreme Court, whatever we need to do. We can do that. But, in that case with my man, whatever, man, not necessarily just cut your hair off right then, man, whatever, but man, you got to do pretty much what these people say do, man.
And I think for me, it comes back to a part of me, not all of me. Sometimes are people doing this because of a lack of understanding?
That too.
Are they doing it to be fully in control of a situation?
Yes.
Is it racially driven?
It could
be. We don't know. It's sad that primarily these kids are having to experience this.
Yes.
And,
yes.
and
from referees, man, that shouldn't they
referees,
should be
superintendents.
Exactly.
These are experimental moments, and not in an experiment type situation, but experience type moments that these kids may never forget.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
so you don't get another opportunity to play in that game and start that game. It could have been their championship game. So
exactly.
they got to know the rules. If you're going to be in these positions, a referee, an officiator, a superintendent, you're affecting people's lives. You're ultimately in charge of the final decision. You have to know what it is that you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're getting paid the big dollars to be able to do that.
You should know all the rules.
And we all make mistakes, but we're talking about dealing with kids and affecting the outcome of their future. That's just, man, it's devastating.
Prime example, man. Our middle school girls and middle school boys this year, both of them ended up winning their conference, winning their conference championship. And
the Lex 10, shout out to baseball leagues and
10,
middle school girls and boys.
But the girls played Thursday night. Well, they won Monday night in the playoffs. Then they played. Well, no, they won the championship Monday night. So they played Thursday night in the playoffs. And man, the referees, man, they were god awful. Yeah, and I mean, they was totally biased against the team they were playing because they made several crucial calls, man, and I can't necessarily say that cost our girls to lose because two of the best players, man, they probably had the worst game. They done had all year that I've seen, man. Whatever. But that goes back to, like you said, the coach said about the little girl with the beads or whatever, man. She was just she just didn't play good, man.
Yeah.
She wasn't on that game.
She was affected by something
she was
that
affected
she had
by,
no control over initially.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what the girls was pretty much affected by the fact of the matter that they wasn't getting any calls. They had calls going against them or whatever. And I told one of the fans after the game was over with, I was like, hey, the girls and the coaches, they pretty much got caught up in the referees and forgot all about the game, man. And the game was over with.
Yeah.
But
that's crazy. Speaking of getting caught up, let me catch you up in this. Our hometown, not hometown, but home state representative, Nikki Haley, ex-governor, ex-cabinet member of Donald Trump, she made a comment regarding America.
Yeah.
And she made the comment, and I don't want to quote, but something along the lines is, America's never been a racist country.
Man.
America's not built on racism. It's not been a racist country, and
she must be from Russia or something.
I don't know.
If she could say that, she must be from Russia. And by you saying that, man, I didn't necessarily know that she's like what, Indian?
She's not Caucasian. She changed her name.
I was thinking, and see, that's the whole thing. That right there just throws everything she says out the window because why would you change your name if America's not a racist country? You feel like?
Well, I think she just erased, rejected, removed, omitted, found an adjective to put in there, all black votes.
Pretty much, man.
In my opinion.
Pretty much.
In my studying.
Yeah.
America was built on racism.
Pretty much, man.
I mean, when you look at slavery and the first part of Jim Crow and all that kind of stuff, and it dates back even further, a lot of the things that were done in this country were based on slavery. And, I don't sit here and make an excuse for where we are as a culture, as blacks or African American, or where we are as the United States. But I do believe racism still exists.
Yes.
It is a hindrance for the growth of the country as a whole. And to sit here and think that things are still equal, that's, as I think Martin Luther King said once before, we got to look at how far we've come.
Yeah.
But we still got a long way to go.
I was just about to say, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely nowhere near how it used to be, but you know what I'm saying? It's still work to be done.
Well, and nowadays, slavery still exists in the aspect of different genres of things, right? People work 9 to 5.
Oh yeah.
Still living paycheck to paycheck.
Exactly.
That's a form of slavery.
Yes, exactly.
Not being able
That
to.
was my first thought when you said that.
Not being able to afford to purchase a home. And there's nothing wrong with renting. I'm not knocking anybody who rents or anything like that. Wherever you live, wherever you stay, that's the best you can do, or that's your choice. I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about equality.
Yeah.
You know, that's a form of slavery, and just it's so many things that I don't want to touch on this particular show. Maybe we'll have some experts come on one day and talk a little bit more about government assistance and all that kind of stuff. But it's to say that our country has not been built on racism, or that our country is not a racist country. I can't agree with that.
I feel like it's a false statement, man.
Yeah.
I feel like she was.
You know, it's her opinion.
Yeah, it's her opinion.
It's her
Yeah,
opinion.
she
And
definitely can
that's
have
how
that
she
opinion.
feels.
Yeah,
Feelings aren't
exactly.
right. Feelings aren't wrong. But for you to be seeking the highest elected position in the United States and you not be able to,
Yeah, that question probably gonna come back.
yeah,
up, man.
because I mean, I'm just trying to think like, where's she been? Where's she been?
I guess in India.
And she's from Banbury, Earhart, that area.
Oh yeah.
So
I guess she went to India for some years.
hey, I don't know, but shout out to her. Follow her campaign.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
nothing against her.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that was.
All right.
So, man, I can't. My mind is spinning now just thinking about that. But
Nah, man, you get.
we,
Hey, everybody got their own personal opinion, man.
so, what's your opinion on this upcoming Super Bowl?
Man.
Who you taking? Are you don't let Joker, Tyrone Williams fly.
T-Bone,
convince you.
The
who
Williams
else?
family.
Man, I got A from Maple Street. I got
Hard Roll.
man. There's so many 49er fans.
Oh yeah, they everywhere now, man.
Everywhere.
They everywhere.
You
Nah,
know,
man.
And so,
But
let me ask you this. I think I could be wrong.
Rocky.
They have 5 Super Bowl wins too, don't they?
Yeah, they got 5.
So with this Super Bowl, if they were to win, they're in there with New England.
Nah, they'll be in there with
New England and Pittsburgh. Because New England
Pittsburgh.
and Pittsburgh both
I
have
thought
6.
New England had 6. I mean, New England had 5, but they got 6.
They got 6. Brady got 6 rings and one with Tampa. So they really got 7 rings.
Okay, so
Yeah. So it's New England.
I really don't want them to get 5, man. But man, I'm
Giants
really,
ain't-
I'm really tired. Hey, we got 4, man. In all actuality, man.
4 and you ain't getting no more.
Man.
Not anytime soon.
Maybe not in my lifetime, but we
Yeah.
might, man. But in all actuality, man, I know y'all. A lot of the Cowboys fans, they don't count because they don't want us to have more than what they got or whatever. But before there were Super Bowls, there was NFL championships, and we got more NFL championships than anybody.
Easter's in April. So if you searching for that egg,
Not searching for
If
it.
you
I'm just
looking for
giving you
an
some
Easter egg,
facts. These
okay.
are facts. Look it
Okay.
up. Look it up.
I
These
can't
are
argue
facts.
with facts. I can't argue
these are
with
facts.
facts.
Look it up, man.
I
Look
can't
it up.
argue with facts.
But
we talking about Super Bowls right now. We ain't talking about no football championships.
it's the same thing, man.
Abbeville got more than that.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing, man.
You
It's
right.
the same
You
thing.
right. You right.
But me and Miss Peterson discussed this last night, man, about who we wanted to win
Yeah.
as far as Kansas City. And shout out to Greg Johnson, Jamie, Joe Huey, the only Kansas City fans I know, man.
I don't know,
Whatever,
man.
but
It's too cold out there.
yeah, Patrick Mahomes, man. He just seemed like he winning this thing every year.
He addicted.
But we pretty much decided we want both of them to lose, man.
Yeah,
We want both of them to lose, man.
You want both of them to
Yeah,
lose?
both of them should lose. No, but in all actuality, man, I don't have a dog in the fight, man. If San Francisco win, I'm gonna be happy for all the 49er fans around here, the true 49er fans or whatever. If Kansas City win, I'm gonna block Greg Johnson again this year, man. Because he gonna be out of
here's
control.
my prediction. Here's my prediction. 27-21. Kansas City, man.
Oh man, so you getting a score prediction, man? 27-21.
27-21 Kansas City, man. I just, as I've been saying, and I'll say it again, if you let Patrick Mahomes smell that Lombardi trophy, he get a whiff of it.
Oh, yeah.
He going for it.
Yeah,
And I think Taylor Swift bringing everybody, as Bubba Dub would say, everybody.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, oh yeah,
she bringing everybody with her,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
This whole Swift clan, they coming with her.
oh yeah, for sure. For
Kelsey,
sure.
he-
And I
he-
feel like
man.
like you say, man, if you put Patty Mahomes boy in this thing, man. It's hard for him to lose it. It's
hard.
Yeah,
It's
hard
hard
for him to lose. And hey, just thinking about that, man. San Francisco, man. Hey, they done played the last 2 games were 2 tough games. They had to come back and win them. So, hey, the football gods just not gonna let them just keep coming back.
But here's the thing: good thing they have Pro Bowl week coming up.
Yeah.
Because they can take some time to heal and get
That
Debo up.
that ain't got nothing to do with the football
Christian
gods.
McCaffrey. I mean, man, they have weapons.
Yeah, they got weapons and stuff. What about the football? What about the football guys?
They live with Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, then say no
They
more.
live with Patrick
Mahomes.
Yeah.
So
hey,
with that
as you
being
tell
said,
me-
that's the end of the show. God bless. Good night.
when I call you and be like, "Hey, homeboy, it's raining a ton. It's raining down there in San Hill." You be like, "Hey, man, y'all ain't living right."
Yeah, y'all ain't living right.
So,
up
hey,
there.
the only thing I can say about this, when the 49er fans scored them 21 points,
Yeah,
and Kansas City, because I do believe Kansas City is going to have to come back.
yeah,
I believe the 49ers are going to jump out on them,
yeah,
but I believe Kansas City is going to have to come back.
yeah.
And with that being said, hey, it'll be 21-20, and Kansas City will find a way to score. Like in the 27, 21.
All right, I'm not gonna give a score prediction, man.
Yeah,
but hey,
that's what I'm going
I just
with.
feel like it's hard to beat Patrick Mahomes.
So
man.
if you out there,
anybody can beat
if you
him,
out there playing them squares, you want that 27, 21. You want
For
that
the end.
71. Yeah.
so you want that 7-1 for
You
the
want
end?
that 7-1 for the
win?
end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
you want
then.
that. So,
Okay, then.
but not that I'm promoting gambling. You do what you want to do with your own money.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Checking in today, and
Yeah.
again, please like, comment, subscribe. Go to the YouTube channel. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. We're on TikTok.
Yeah.
Man, we're on a little
All
bit of
social
everything.
media
All
outlets,
social
man.
medias, Apple
Yeah.
Podcasts.
Yeah, like and subscribe, man.
Man, just come check us out. And hey, please go to the website. Let us know. Or you can hit us up on any one of the social media
Anybody
forums.
y'all want to come on, man, let
You
us know.
got somebody
man. We
who's
can try to get 'em
interested
on
that
here.
you want to, sit down and have a conversation with. I don't want to put it out there yet who I'm aiming for.
Yeah.
But
But
when
if
I
you want to be on, hey, let
but,
us know. Man.
But the person that I want to have on, just know, if I ever get them on, like I'm retiring. I'm going straight into retirement. I'm gonna come back like MJ winning 4-5.
Okay, then.
But I'm retiring. But no, we're just getting this thing started, man.
Man,
So,
Beyonce ain't coming, man.
Nah, I'm not a Beyonce
Nah,
fan.
I'm just saying,
I'm not a
I'm just
Beyonce
saying,
fan.
yeah.
I'm not a Beyonce
Man,
fan.
how you not a fan of the B, man?
The B is straight.
Okay,
Like you know what I'm saying? I like her music. I'm not a LeBron fan. That's a topic for a whole nother conversation. I'm an MJ fan.
Yeah, CJ.
I
saw that look, CJ.
I like LeBron. LeBron is dynamic. LeBron is a phenomenal player. The best player to probably.
Well, if you're not a fan of LeBron, you're not a fan of basketball.
I am a fan of basketball.
There's no way
man.
you can not be a fan of LeBron and be a fan of basketball. There's no way.
Hey, outside
That's
of Michael,
another check-in right there.
outside of
check-in.
Michael Jordan, my favorite player in the NBA was Paul Pierce. Shout out to ED for them Kansas City Jayhawks, but I used to love Paul Pierce.
Hey, the
when
truth
he
straight,
played.
man. But
So,
he ain't in the same sentence as LB.
I
Kane.
never said it was. I don't hate LeBron James. I don't dislike LeBron James. I'm just not a huge LeBron James fan. I'm not going to the store to buy me any LeBron shoes, man. I'm not. If the Lakers are on and they ain't playing Golden State, I'm not necessarily cutting the TV on to watch LeBron. I'm just
So you going to buy some Paul Pierce shoes?
if he had some. if he
had some.
yeah.
So that answers that. Then.
Yeah. Man, hey, that's a topic for another conversation. We're gonna cause see, once football season's over with, Drayvon Sweat, shout out to Dre, Coach Dre, Trainer Dre.
Yeah.
We're gonna have him on the podcast.
like that, man.
We're gonna sit down and talk this basketball thing out and we're gonna share our opinions. I'm not taking anything from LeBron, right? I'm not taking anything from LeBron, but I'm just saying that I'm not a LeBron fan.
Okay, that's cool. You don't have to be. Man.
But you told me I can't be a fan of basketball if I'm not a LeBron
you're not.
fan.
You're not. There's no way you could be. That's impossible.
I'd have had this argument with my son, and I don't know if y'all just trying to
He
team
was
up on me,
right.
but
He was
it's
right.
good. It's good.
Yeah, he was right.
So, you got anything else?
Nah, not really, man. I just want to shout out to the Edwards family, man. Triple salute.
Oh yeah,
Come home, little Tony, man.
that's it. Shout out to the executive producer. This cat is always making stuff happen.
Yeah.
Took us longer to set up today than it did to shoot this check-in, but hey, if I can get him off that laptop and that phone over there, I think, hey, the man ought to be a millionaire. He making big moves.
Yeah. he
Shout out
doing
to
his
my
thing.
little cousin Cece, man. He got a little album coming out. We're gonna have him on here. Talk to some of these younger kids. Some of these younger kids are making music, man, and they're trying to express themselves. I'm promoting all the cursing and all that kind of stuff, but your story and your lyrics that you're trying to get across, hey man, I support it. So We might have him and CJ come on and see what they talking about, man. Because they don't want Dad to get on the mic. I got a wicked flow.
Come on, man.
Got a wicked flow.
It's wicked. Yeah, it's wicked.
It's so sick.
Hey,
we
shout
don't even
out-
need to bring it out.
Yeah,
man.
really though. Shout out to the McCall family too, man.
Yeah, Big
Hey,
Mac, man. Appreciate
Y'all check
you,
Mac
man.
out, man.
Please go
Check
check
this-
out
check this,
episode 2, man.
Episode 2 out. Yeah, for sure, man.
check it out.
For sure.
So,
Yeah.
but without further ado, man,
Yeah.
go ahead and take us home, G.
Hey, the name of the podcast, man, is Doing It With Purpose, man. So if you're doing it with purpose, doing it with passion, hey, if you're not doing it like that, man, you're not doing it at all, man.
Well, we just want to thank y'all for coming out.
Yeah.
Good night. Peace.
God bless. Good night.